This is the Airthereal MA5000 ozone generator. Okay, so I own a Turo business. If you don't know, that means I rent out a couple of my cars on an app, kind of like Airbnb for cars. Sometimes people who rent those cars are careless and terrible people who will mash food into the carpets, have their smelly dogs with them 100% of the time, or worse, smoke in the car. I was under the impression that if someone smokes in a car or in a room, that's it. It's never gonna go back to normal no matter what. But after doing a bunch of research, and if I'm being honest, very skeptically buying one of these things, holy crap, this actually literally does remove smells. All smells. It is super simple to operate. This dial on the front here is just a timer. So set it to the amount of time you want it to start, let's say 30 minutes, and then you just plug it in. It's gonna start and run for that amount of time, and that's it. So I went and read a whole bunch and watched a whole bunch of things, and now I know how this thing works. I will tell it to you now. Ignoring basically all of the technical jargon of what's happening, basically the air we breathe, the normal air inside your house and inside your car and just outside in the wilderness, is made up of nitrogen and O2. That's two oxygen molecules binded together. What this machine does is suck in normal air in the back, perform some sort of magic inside, and then pump out air with a third oxygen molecule attached to it. O3. Well, O3 is really volatile. That means it wants to react with anything it touches and shed that third oxygen molecule to get back to O2. Turns out the best thing to receive this extra O is anything organic. And wouldn't you know it, organic things are the things that smell. Rotting food, pet dander, and cigarette smoke. For whatever reason, once these organic molecules receive this extra oxygen molecule, they become inert and stop producing smells. So you put this machine in your car and you run it, and you run your recirculating AC, because a lot of that cigarette smoke is hiding inside your dash, inside your vents when it got sucked in when those people were smoking and running the AC. The O3 completely saturates every nook and cranny of your interior and starts attaching itself to anything organic, and those things stop producing smells. So I ran this thing in my car for a half an hour and then opened the doors and completely aired everything out. Because O3, while not necessarily dangerous, like it won't kill you if you breathe it in, it will irritate the crap out of your nose and eyes and throat. So air out your car for a few minutes and then run your circulating AC again for a few minutes without this thing on, without you in the car, just to get the rest of the O3 out of the whole system. And the smell in your car will either be significantly diminished or completely gone. And if it's not completely gone, just do it again. Some of what I read says the O3 that comes out of this thing can damage your rubber seals over time. So that's why you want to basically run this thing for the minimum necessary amount of time to get rid of the smells. You don't want to just leave this thing in your car overnight running. O3 generator, it really does work. It's not a gimmick. I am shocked at how little this costs for what it actually does. The end.